You heard why we're doing what we're doing. Did anyone see the post in the paper or Radio New Zealand this morning? Half our kids are living unhealthy, cold bedrooms. So we put this together in a group of us, 70 of us, during started lockdown last year. Healthy Home Design Guide. So point to tonight is to push this design guide out, and I'm just going to give you a bit of a run through of the guide and what we're trying to do, and each speaker speaks about parts of the guide. So housing is about people. It's not about, and that's why we played that Busby thing at the front, you know. It's not about grandiose designs and winning awards and getting stars. It's about the people that live in the buildings. It's the health and welfare of those people that live in the buildings. It's about the people. It's about the land. It's becoming more and more about the land when we talk about global warming and climate change. So a healthy home is about heroes. Healthy, efficient, resilient, on purpose, environmental, sustainable. Purpose of our guide is to provide a step change pathway between building code and the solutions required to achieve healthy, resilient, durable, comfortable, low carbon homes. The guide is a reference document for industry. It's quite comprehensive. There's nothing like this in the country. We've set things up in a base, better, best format so that we recognise that not everybody can go the full hog. So we're giving people a range of options. And base is what we consider as the basic healthy standard. And it's about systems thinking. You're looking at the whole house, not just fixing. You can't just fix, and you'll hear from the other speakers, you can't just fix the insulation or do something with insulation. You've got to look at other things. And this is not a rating tool. It's not about stars. It's not about anything else. It's just we want houses to be better. Doesn't go back. Just push that one back, Mike. No, other way. So, yeah, quite an important slide, that one. What is a healthy home? And when we were putting the guide together, there was a big battle on this. What's a healthy home? We'd actually got all the way through the guide process and hadn't actually defined what a healthy home was to the people putting it together. But 4 key metrics: thermal comfort, visual comfort, acoustic comfort, and indoor air quality. But we want to go further than that. And that comes from being in Christchurch and because of earthquakes. There's no point having a house that's got the best of air quality if it's not sitting on its foundations anymore. So basically, we're looking at resilience, durability, universal design and landscaping, everything that a person or a family needs to live in that house. And this is at the end of each section of the guide, there's a wee summary table, and that's compiled up as a design matrix. And what we want designers and people looking to build to do is to get hold of this and go through it and tick off what they want to achieve from their new home, and take that to their designer and say, this is our brief, this is what we want to achieve, this is where we want to sit. And if you do that, you'll end up with a really good outcome. Yesterday, I was in a meeting looking at a spec house that somebody was wanting to build, and I only really work on houses that are high performance, but it's a long-standing client, so I was a little bit torn here. And I started to talk to him about making the house healthy. And the builders were there too. And the builders were saying, yes, that's a good idea, that's a good idea, that's a good idea. And it turned out that the designer just didn't have the gumption or whatever. He just wasn't prepared to ask the question. He wasn't prepared to float the idea with with the client because it was a spec house. He didn't think he could afford to do it. But the client was on board. Someone just has to raise it. Somebody has to, and the best people to do that is the people wanting to do the house. So yeah, you can get onto the Healthy Home Design Guide and you can download this, ask for it and download it and use it and see how it works for you. And I did put this together a while back, a bit of tongue in cheek, but the more I look at it, this is more where we're sitting. So where we are now, hopefully that's about to change shortly. And best international practice, where we want to get to, and the super home movement being the bridge to get there. Base on our Healthy Homes Design Guide is just standing by the bridge. Better is where we would like to get to in the next 4 or 5 years. And ultimately we want to be the same as the rest of the world. You know, we've had the Scott Dixon analogy. We don't want the All Blacks finishing at halftime. You'll hear another one later on. Why are we also Rands when it comes to our housing standards? Why is that? We always want to be number one in everything we do, but not our houses. So I'll leave that with you, with that thought. Thanks.